All right, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle. I am here to do a reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or anyone else who happens to come across this video. It's my intention that there is something in here for anyone, and my readings are also timeless. And I have chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I will be what am I doing? Clarifying with some other decks. Good morning, Princess K. Welcome. And I am continuing with what I started with you guys last time, which is I am letting the universe bring a message through Spotify. And it's interesting because the song I got today is New York City Girl. And I was tempted to skip to another song that seemed more, I don't know, less specific, I guess we'll say. You could be living in New York City, you could be a girl, but really, as I sat with it, as I listened to the song a little bit, I was like, yeah, this song is about somebody who really admires this woman, we'll say, or this girl, whatever. So, they see her as somebody who is confident, beautiful, has it all together, and they're a little bit intimidated. They're like, oh my God, you're the woman of my dreams. And yet when you walk by, I turn away because I'm so overcome. And why do I keep turning away? Like, I really just want to move towards you and I can't because you're just too amazing. It's like staring at the sun for too long. And so I feel like this is kind of the baseline in the reading, in that regardless of your gender, there's somebody. Let me start this over. Regardless of your gender, this is about you really stepping into your truest, most authentic part of yourself, showing up without apology, loving who you are, and shining that out to the world, shining yourself out to the world. And doing this is going to attract attention. And you will have admirers. And so, diving into the reading, you're not there yet. This is kind of the long view where you're moving towards, because all of your cards came up in protection position. And we have the Blessed card, which is essentially you hitting rock bottom. You are in some kind of situation that is just tearing you apart, is causing you to just, you know how rock bottom is. It's like you feel like you've hit the ground, your face has been smashed into the cement, and you just feel broken. But the thing about hitting rock bottom is that then you can start moving up. We get the imagination card. Imagine, but using your imagination. And what's happening is this situation that has caused you to hit rock bottom is it's putting you in this place of wishing things could be different. I'll use a friend of mine as an example. She's been going through a tremendous amount of heartbreak from a breakup a few months ago. And even though she knows, a part of her knows that this guy was not, there were so many ways in which he wasn't showing up in the way that she would prefer. But she was in it, and there was a long relationship. And then the breakup happened. And I don't know, he's having a midlife crisis or something. He's like going crazy. And she's left kind of seeing this happen, feeling totally hurt, feeling betrayed, feeling rejected, seeing him basically self-destructing, but still hanging on to this idea of him, the idealized version of him, remembering the good times, wanting the guy who showed up in those times, who was very sweet and loving and supportive, and really, she's having a hard time seeing the reality of the situation, because she wants him so badly. She wants this idealized version of him so badly. I mean, her heart is broken. When we're in that place, especially when we're the ones that have been rejected, it can be very painful. We want what we want. We want to have some kind of the word redemption popped into my head. Maybe. But really what's happening is, in her case, and I think in yours as well, is this wishful thinking is coming from a place of lack, of not having what you want. And so you really want the thing that you can't have. And you're dreaming and idealizing, manifesting this into your life. But what you're actually doing is putting out into the universe, I don't have it. I don't have it. I want it, but I don't have it. And the universe responds to whatever you're putting out, and so sends you more of that not having. And so it's time to reset your thinking, to reset where you're putting your imagination. Is what you're wanting based in reality, or is it based in your fantasy of some ideal situation? Potentially something that's brought you to your knees, because it has caused you to hit rock bottom in some way, and that is a very difficult place to be in, and that is usually a place where we feel the most lack in a situation in our life. It's a place of feeling hopeless, among other things. But again, hitting rock bottom, being in that place, you now have the opportunity to start moving up. And as you're laying there, kind of nursing your wounds from having your face rubbed in the ground, and you have an opportunity to start to change your perception, to start to see the reality, what has brought you here, what is actually showing up in front of you. How are you looking past the obvious things to kind of go into your idealized fantasy of something? And we have the Poise card, which is in the protection position, which is about not moving forward. It's not time to move forward yet. And I think this has to do with this situation where you need to spend the time learning to make your mind, your imagination, your fantasies work in your favor, to start to recognize where you're feeling lack, and seeing that the whatever wishful thinking or desires that you have around that are actually working against you. It's a simple concept. It's not easy, especially when you're dealing with a broken heart. It's a process. And so is it's needing to be patient with yourself, needing to be compassionate with yourself, knowing that you're going to get to where you want to be ultimately, being that person, male or female, but the New York City girl who's just, confident, happy, just shining out your energy because you know that you're awesome deep down, that this situation happened for a reason, probably partially to help you learn how to love yourself more. That maybe you were putting too much of your self-worth in someone else's hands. And coming out of that and realizing that your self-worth does not have anything to do with anybody else. That it's always in your hands. And that's when you can move forward. That's when you can get ready to jump. So, it's, yeah, I know, easier said than done. But it's going to happen. And it's just, getting clear on your thoughts, being present to what's coming up. And if you see yourself falling into that wishful thinking, allow yourself to try and think about what would feel really good. Imagine a resolution where you are in that place of confidence and power. How would that feel? To have all this admiration from people, maybe from a specific person, that, someone who really elevates you, who really supports you, who really just sees you as this shining light. So I'm going to clarify with the good tarot. We have Page of Water. This is about a new beginning. About, I'm feeling like having hit rock bottom. I keep saying this. You can start moving up from there. This is a place where you're kind of, cats. You're starting to get a handle on your emotions. It's a very innocent, playful place. Very childlike. And she's got the dolphin tail. Yeah, it's like it's realizing that things have been so heavy for probably quite a while. And this is kind of gradually easing out of that. And this is the place where you can start to use your imagination in your favor. Nine of Fire. But yeah, stop it. Crazy cats. Yeah, feeling cautious, feeling uncertain. This situation, anything that's brought you to rock bottom, that's brought you to your knees, it's gonna, you're gonna feel a little fear around things in general, and if using my friend as an example again, if you're in a situation where you're going through a breakup or have gone through one and you're really hurting, the thought of moving into another relationship can be quite intimidating, can be kind of scary, because it's like, well, am I just going to make the same mistakes I made before? Am I just going to attract somebody who shows up the same way? Feeling uncertain if you're even going to find anyone, like if you're just going to be alone for the rest of your life. My friend has said that a couple times. I'm like, this woman is beautiful. Like, she's definitely not going to be alone for the rest of her life. But when you're in it, you feel like it's that place of feeling very hopeless. And that's when your imagination can run away from you or run away with you. You know, it's in that place where you fall into the worst case scenario thinking. And it's very much needing to get a hold of your imagination, as much as you can, become aware of where your thinking is in any given part of your day. You can even set an alarm in your phone or something to just as a reminder to be like, what am I thinking about right now? Is that working for me? Does that feel good? If it doesn't, try and think of the opposite. What would feel good? What kind of outcome do you want? And really feel it. Really be in that place, not in that place of I don't have it, but in that place of already having it. Knowing there is no time, that there is something coming along, coming down the timeline that you haven't gotten there yet, but everything's happening all at once. So it already exists. Your person, your situation is you've already achieved it. You've already come to that connection point. You just haven't gotten there yet. I don't know if that makes sense, but Fortune's Wheel. This is where your thoughts can work for you or work against you. And depending on where your thoughts are going, it's going to turn the wheel in one way or another. This is, in this deck also, it's where destiny meets synchronicity. So you are destined for something down the path, down the line, where you do step into your power, your most awesome, authentic part of yourself, where you just shine and you're so happy with just being you. But if you keep letting your imagination work against you, it's going to make the wheel turn in a way that doesn't support you, and you'll keep attracting things that keep you down, hold you back, bring your vibration and your energy down, keep you in those lower vibration feelings. And when you start to master your thinking, when you start to allow yourself to see the reality, to know that there's something better for you, even though you can't see it, even though it feels totally hopeless, to trust that you will get through this, that you will get to the other side. That's when the wheel starts turning in your favor and the synchronicities start showing up. Earth Angel Intuitive. Thank you for subscribing. I am actually doing a reading for air signs right now. So there may be something in here, some kind of guidance that might be for you, even if you don't have any major air signs in your chart. Yeah, I'm doing a reading right now. Again, there could be something in here for you. And it's interesting that you say desperate need, because that is exactly what I've been talking about. When you're in a place of desperation, desperately needing something so bad, that is closing off your valve. That is lowering your vibration. That is turning the wheel against you, not in your favor. Look at where you're feeling desperate. Why do you feel desperate? Can some situation actually fulfill that desperate place inside of you? And what the cards are saying is nothing outside of you can actually make you stop feeling desperate. Only you can. by stepping into your power and owning how awesome you are, and knowing that the synchronicities will line up and bring you to that place of actually feeling good, feeling confident, feeling fulfilled. Okay, so lots of splaining today. Going with Wisdom of Avalon. Oh, that's interesting. Well, sometimes I put my cards away in the wrong place, in the wrong deck. But because I chose this, I'm just going to use this as an extra, because this is part of the Good Tarot. And this is stepping in. She is so confident. She's so passionate. She knows what she wants and she goes for it. And this is you stepping in to this place in yourself, learning how to make your thoughts, your imagination work in your favor. This is learning how to empower yourself, that you've got it all within you. There is some forgiveness required in this situation. Probably if you've been brought to your knees, if you've gone to rock bottom, there could be a part of you that is trying to blame situations, people, whatever the circumstances are. And forgiveness, forgiving yourself for even being in this place, for allowing yourself to get here, forgiving others who have been involved in the situation, actually releases you. Doesn't let anybody else off the hook. It just allows you to get unstuck so you can move forward to where you actually want to go, to that place of confidence and power and love, unconditional love of yourself. And I think the forgiveness also helps you to start to embody this feeling of playfulness and that childlike curiosity and wonder about what the future has to hold. You're not hanging on to what hasn't worked, to things that have brought you down. You're moving forward, having like, okay, I'm shutting the door on that. I got my lesson from it. Let's see what's coming. Disruption. I think I might have gotten this for fire signs yesterday. Yeah, there's major disruption in your life, and continuing to have this wishful thinking about things that don't actually serve you, continue to support the disruption in your life. It continues to allow the wheel of fortune to spin not in your favor. It's okay to feel cautious and uncertain, but you don't want to let it drive you. You want to recognize that part of you that feels that way, that's in that place of feeling the fear. You want to love it, acknowledge it, and then say, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to prove to you that it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. Actively using your imagination in your favor. And that the proof will come. The good fortune will come. Yeah. The truth of who you are, the truth of the situation, seeing what's actually in front of you, moving beyond the illusions, beyond the wishful thinking. There's so much in this around being caught up in illusion. And it's like, nope. It's time to see the truth, to own the truth of who you are. You are awesome. And learning that truth deep down inside of you, that is the key to to your good fortune. Okay. Temperance, balance, and harmony. Taking the time to go within, to figure all your stuff out so you can find that balance again, to get back to the harmony within yourself, within your life. She's balancing on her tail by going into that playful place of newness and childlike wonder, all that brings you to this place of harmony, being able to get your balance again. Forgiveness and temperance. It's also about patience, having patience with yourself. It's a process. The Lovers, soulmate, also decisions. Kind of feeling like, I did use my friend's breakup as an example, that this could be making a decision to move from the old, what is not serving you, starting to understand what you would like, imagining what would actually feel good, and moving towards your future, knowing that the universe is going to bring you the right person in the right time. But this can be a decision in any part of your life. It could be the decision to just put yourself first, you're not lowering your standards because you think, because of an illusion or a fantasy based in illusion. Major arcanas, 2. Ego, internal politics. This is what you're moving away from. Your ego has been so caught up in this situation, and it's been holding you hostage, jabbing you, all that fear. It hurts. The worst case scenario thinking keeps you down, keeps you stuck. And it's time to recognize the truth of who you are, that this is self-inflicted, and you can use your imagination and your fantasies to get you unstuck. You can. It's a process. It takes consistent effort, but you can do it. Okay. Here we are. Oh my gosh. I feel like I want to go to the Osho Zen because, I don't know, just because that's what I'm feeling. Learning to be receptive to all the energy, opening yourself up to whatever the universe has for you. It can be tricky when you've hit rock bottom. You don't want to make yourself vulnerable. You can feel cautious and uncertain, but it actually doesn't work for you at all. You gotta let this, learn your lessons and open yourself even wider. Letting go. Yeah. Letting go, walking away from what doesn't serve you. I feel like, what was it? I don't know. Letting go of all the things from the past, forgiving, letting go, so that you can move forward and get to that confident, happy place. Because you will. Releasing that grip, letting go. The Fool. Aw, what a good card to end on. The Fool is like, just like, it looks like the Fool is going to fall right off that cliff. But guess what? It's probably not going to happen because the Fool just takes everything as it comes, is always in the moment, is more interested in the beauty of things, knows that the universe has his back. This is you getting to that place of trusting, radical trust, knowing that the universe is going to send you the blessing. This is unexpected blessings. They are going to come. But you got to get yourself in a place of receiving. He's not going to actually fall. There's probably going to be like a bird that comes along and, grabs him just as he's about to fall. Or maybe, an invisible bridge suddenly shows up. Or, any number of things. But to know that you're always protected, no matter what you've been through, no matter what it feels like, it's happening for your benefit. Things don't happen to us, they happen for us. And this is you getting to that place of really knowing it. Really, and it's a new beginning. A place of being playful and excited about the future and what it has, what it holds. Being open to the adventure, leaning in, being curious. There's a lot of amazing things coming for you, coming in towards you. Beautiful, amazing fortune. Yay. Yay for you. So if you're feeling despair, it will pass. And remember to consistently use your imagination in your favor. Consistently pay attention to where your mind is going, because that is going to help lead you out of the craziness, out of the deep well that you might be in right now. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.